Lisa. You look so cute. What happened to you? You froze up. What happened? There you are. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Chris, say something. See if we can hear you.
Hi.
I can hear you. Awesome. You look so cute. You're supposed to say, so do you.
Thank you. You do too.
I don't. I do not. Well, let's wait and see if anybody comes in the room.
Don't forget there's a lag time for me to hear what you're saying.
There's what?
A lag time between when you speak and when I can hear you on the phone.
No, you're fine. You're almost. It's a little lag time. I think it's 10 seconds. We'll work it out. Don't listen to me from in the house. Listen to me just on the computer. Okay. Happy only who's in the room with us?
Me, just me. But I can't get something to hold my phone.
Hi, Debbie. Sorry so late, you guys. I was helping Sasha with her magic. See, Chris? Chris,
Yeah.
it's too dark. Put some light on your face. Hold on 1 second. We're trying to get our kit together. Say something to them, Chris.
Well, I don't need to. You're talking.
No, you got 25 people.
I don't have anything to hold my phone.
Your hands. Ready? 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Lots to talk about. Oh, I got a fucking running nose.
What is all this stuff?
Can you see the comments, Chris?
Yes.
I'm just getting set up here. Get going in 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Where is it? Where is it? Almost ready. Sorry. What is this? Why is it giving me a hard time? Anyway, I can't. I don't get it. I don't get what's going on here. Can you read those things, Chris?
Yes. Out loud. I mean, Let's begin. I'm going to make you wish I'd stayed gone. Tune on in when I'm done. Your status quo will know its race is run. Oh, this will be fun. Something about that demon form.
I gotta turn my air
Pancakes
conditioner
Edits
off.
loves your pink top.
I have to turn the air off. I can't hear shit. I'm sorry. I'm so so disorganized right this minute. One second. Sorry. Come on. What is this? Hi everybody. How's everybody doing today? This is craziness. Chris, take over.
Okay. That boy, G35. Have you chosen Jesus as Lord? Blake says two beautiful queens.
I should have done this before, but
And good to see you again, says AMG.
where's the so today? There we go. Come on. Okay, here we go.
You've chosen Jesus as my gay lover.
Almost got
Grizzly is
it.
laughing at one of us.
Okay, there we go. Ooh.
Grizzly, are you going to turn off your air conditioner?
Okay, I'm good to go. Sorry.
You're going to turn off your air conditioner?
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back. Lots to talk about like that. There's a lot to talk about. A lot of shit going on in the world right now. First of all, I gotta say that here we go. I got chat and everything. She goes by and then at the bottom. Jesus loves you.
I've been
Yo,
reading all those already.
yo, ladies, have a great day. If our visit. Hello, Debbie. Who else is here besides Debbie? And
Debbie went to bed.
I can't hear you, Chris.
Can you read when I talk? And
Hold on, I gotta turn this damn air conditioner on. God, I'm so sorry. Okay. My fat ass now. Okay, that's better. Now I can hear.
Debbie went to bed.
Debbie went to bed?
Yes.
Oh, it's my own fault. I was so late. Darkness, give me a minute here, okay? You don't know anything about me. Don't judge me yet. Just,
Besides what, in any way at all, is her transformation going to, or her being transgender going to affect you?
yeah. So,
Because I don't think it should affect anyone. That's
Joey says you're cute. I don't know if he's talking to me or you.
talking to him.
So, I'll give a rundown really fast. Yes, I'm transgender. However, I am not your typical transgender person. Because if you could see behind me, these little signs that are up around my other signs, is a few things that I'll run down. For one, transgender females do not belong in women's bathrooms. Two, transgender
Darkness, if
females
you
do not
disgusted,
belong
you
in
need to
women's
sign
locker
off
rooms.
and go look at some other site.
Three, transgender women do not belong in women's sports. Four, there's only two genders, female and male. I can't be female, but I consider myself a lady, a woman, a tomboy, whatever. I can't be female because I can't give birth. Did I miss anything, Chris? Oh, and I don't think that parents should be held, information be held from parents in schools with children. Oh, that's it. And don't touch kids. Kids should not be able to transition until they're 18 and they can make their own decisions. So there you go. That's my thing, my spiel.
The pink top
And
is
that's
hot.
how I feel. Huh?
And the pink top is hot.
Do you sit while you pee? Yes, I do sit while I pee. How about you, Chris? Do you sit while you pee? Or do you
Yes,
stand
I
up?
do. I have no choice. I must sit or it'll go
You look
everywhere.
dark and mysterious down there, all leaned over and shaded eyes and everything. You look like you're just mysteriously dark. Okay, I want to tell people earlier today, if there's anybody in here who's Gen X, I have a question for you. Earlier today, I posted something that I was kind of poking fun at Gen X because all over the internet they're always saying you're like, we're Gen X, we walk to school barefoot, backwards and forth. And I made fun of them because I'm a boomer, baby boomer before the new generation was born. So I made fun of them a little bit. And 5 people unsubscribed from me because of that. Like they took it personally. Or just took it wrong. They were saying like, you know, Gen X had older brothers and sisters that were boomers and they used to kick their ass. So we're cooler than you. And I just said like shit like you guys say you invented rock and roll, but you invented disco, not rock and roll. Anyway, it's here nor there. There's probably nobody in that age group anyway. You're in the bottom or top. What does that mean? From Rob, our Rob. Too old for this shit. She be a man. Too old for this. She be a man. Yep, I'm 60 years old. I turned 60 years old. I don't know. When was it? Day before yesterday. So and I started transitioning when I was 55 or something. So yeah, I'm late and everything. But however, having said that, I am not like your normal LGBT people. I think they're fucking shoving their shit down people's throats too hard, making me look bad. I've been watching these lefties losing it on the internet, and it's embarrassing. Like during the Pride Parade, they had a bunch of guys walking around with no pants on and shit. There's kids out there watching those shows. That's fucking. They should have been arrested. Just my opinion. That's bullshit. Do I think I'm a bit old to be gay? I'm not gay for one, but is there an age limit on being gay? Chris, want to chime in on that?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Is there an age limit on being gay, Christine?
An age limit. Yes, you have to be over 18.
No, I mean the other way around.
Oh, for us? No, there is not.
Where am I from? Northern California. Philip asked. I'm in Northern California. Uh, Dope Styles said hi. Hi. Nice to see you. If you can, and you guys are new here, please subscribe. It helps me do something. I don't know what it helps me do because I don't get no money, but it does anything. If you're pretending to be a woman and like dudes, what are you? Straight or gay? Well, for one, I like women. I don't like men. So, in the female form, I'm a lesbian. Before, when I was a guy, I was heterosexual. Ain't no dude gonna touch me. Are you a wrestler? I look like a Russian wrestler, huh? Big like I am Russian wrestler. I take you down. Hi, Chris. Your
Hello.
face is so cute. You look good. No offense. Why would that be offensive? I think. Thank you. So does Chris. You
Are you a
keep
wrestler?
ignoring my message. Have you given your life to Christ? Yes. When I was like 10. It's called baptism. So you like women? Yes, darkness. I do like women. The woman, one in the screen right there, is my. We've been together for 10 years. Congratulations, you're a straight dude. Says fuck you or yuck foo. Yuck foo says congratulations, you're a straight dude. Well, I don't think so. If that makes you happy, go ahead. I'm not going to force anybody to call me ma'am, she, he, whatever. I don't care. I don't go by those pronoun bullshit. Just I
Hard
prefer.
Horses wants to know why you changed.
What's that,
Hard
Chris?
Horses wants to know why you changed.
It's been in me since I was 6 years old. I mean, I'll do that still again. I hate having to do this every time, but during the pregnancy, my mom was pregnant with me. She took birth control pills throughout the pregnancy. Therefore, estrogen was pumped into my unborn fetus body. throughout the entire pregnancy. So my brain developed female, my body developed male. That's why, because estrogen was being pumped into me at high doses every day when I was being developed in the womb, and I came out this way. But it took me 55 years to get brave enough. That's what I'm doing. Why did you change? I just answered that. Somebody said something about pride.
Yes,
So
they
you
said,
went to Pride
how
Fest.
was
How
it?
was it?
That's the
I
one I
didn't
was
go to
working
Pride
on.
Fest. I've never been to a Pride um, event at all, ever. It's not that I have anything against it,
Philip
although I
wants to know if
really,
you
when
can
I seen
stand
on
up.
the internet during the Pride parade, men had no pants on. There's kids watching those parades. That's uncalled for. I don't know why they would let them do that and why they weren't arrested. Because if somebody walks down the street without their pants, they're going to be arrested. Why would they do that when they know there's kids and they're going to watch this parade from the streets? That's just, I
Philip
don't
wants
get
to
that.
know, would you do an interview at a podcast?
Why did you switch? I already answered that. Your pedigance sickens me. Where does that say, Chris? From V number one? And reprogance. Rep- When he wants to know what?
Listen to the listen to what I said into the microphone.
I'm listening. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You have a diagnosis of this from a real doctor, or is this all in your head?
Um, I do not have a confirmation from doctors. I have talked to three people that specialize in transgender, and they're doing all the studies. From one's from, I think, UCLA, and another one's from not Yale or Harvard, but a really
And
I
it
can't
says,
remember what
wait,
university.
what am I so
They wrote
confused?
me back.
And
I told them
how
my
you were
hypothesis,
born with both
and they wrote
genders?
back and they said it makes sense, but we don't have enough data to actually say for sure that that would happen. However, they said that seeing as that
Yes,
you had
baby.
your body, it definitely probably formed how your brain was developed. So that's as close as I got. I don't have anything, ironclad, but
Remember,
I've talked to
wow, I love
surgeons, I've
you.
talked to
I
doctors,
love,
and they all
sorry,
agree with me
wow, I
that it
love that
probably
you
played a
talk truth.
significant role
Good for
in
you,
where I'm at.
man, but it's not a man, she's a
So there you
woman.
go.
But thank you.
Your your repugnance. It's repugnance. Your repugnance sickens me. Chris, what is repugnance?
Means repulsive,
Compulsive?
repulsive.
I don't think so. Repugnance. Repugnance. I don't know what it means. Sorry, I'm not that smart. Can you stand up? Why would I want to stand up? I
You
just
know,
sat down.
this is not working.
Okay, then come in here. Turn that off and come in here.
Okay.
But that's not why you like the attention from it. Yuck foo. No, this is kind of therapy for me because I get treated so shitty in public that doing this kind of hardens me a little bit. And it's also, I do it to bridge a gap because we are, I am like people that you see in the Pride Parade where they're doing stupid shit. Lefties losing it. And I agree with most of the principles that you probably agree with. As far as kids, sports, women or trans in sports, trans in women's bathrooms, trans kids transitioning before they're 18. I don't agree with any of that stuff. None of it. Well, I love that you talk truth. Somebody said.
Yes, I already read that.
No, don't say that about Chris. You can say it about me. I look like a man. She doesn't look like a man. She looks like a female. Hey, we're both pretty old, so you can say whatever you want about me, but lay off Chris, okay?
Thank you.
Lay off of her. That's not fair. What are you two bros doing tonight? Yes, that's why you do it. Thanks again for proving me right.
I was reading all of those and commenting myself on them. But you would comment on something else. So you and
Go
I,
ahead, you read it. I'll sit back here.
yeah, because you and I were going off of hearing each other in the
Okay,
house.
this is the reason the world is going to shit. Thanks a lot. No, it's not. This is not the reason the world's going to shit. The reason the world's going to shit is because we have a president that everybody seems to ignore the fact that he's batshit fucking crazy, and Democrats won't seem to admit it and get him out of office or give him a cognitive test for his brain to see if he can even do the job. That's why the world's going to shit because of Joe Biden. You look like a man. Turn that down, please.
You are both bros.
Turn that down. Who said that?
Paul Bivens says we're both bros.
You look like Joe Biden.
She looks like a man. What you are talking about? You look
What
like
the
Joe
fuck is
Biden.
this?
Okay.
Roman
So you're going ahead
Trump?
of me. You want me
Chris, don't start that. Just read what you can.
Okay.
Why are people mean to me? I don't know, Philip. They just are. I mean, I think I'm an okay person.
Darkness says I'm out, leaving the site.
Bye, Darkness. Thanks for stopping by.
Why are people mean to you?
I don't know. I don't know why they're mean to me. What about Raymond there? What is Raymond saying? You go, girl. Speak it out. Thank you. Take off the wig 1 minute. Be the man. Be the man.
You look like Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris?
Yes, says Chillwire. You look like Kamala Harris.
That's because you don't want the past to change what you think about your future. Kamala Harris is a retard.
Indian Flavor Alchemy says you are cool.
Thank you, Indian Flavor. Alchemy? What is alchemy? Hola, coma.
Do you still have your digit down below?
Do I have my digit? I have bottom surgery, if that's what you're asking, in, what is it, 19 days.
Well,
right? Something like that. Within 3 weeks. What is this thing, says Eric. I don't know, Eric.
Zeno says I agree with your views, and for that I respect you.
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, there's people they come in and out here. They don't give me a chance to really even to tell them what I'm about. And it's like what I'm about is not letting trans women in bathrooms. I want to change some laws because trans people are taking too much for granted. They're expecting too much out of the public. This is being crammed down y'all's throat, and it's not right.
Okay. GFY says it takes balls to do what you're doing. Social media is a lost cause, though.
What is the lost cause?
Social media.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that I can make some money so I can retire because I'm never going to be able to retire other than that.
Ramondo says the internet is a breeding ground for trolls. Ignore trolls. It's too easy for haters to hate and run away.
It don't work, won't bleed, has no feeling. Yeah, it does. Yes, it will. Yeah, it will. Trust me.
Paul also wants to know, are they going to make it look like a real kitty?
I hope so. What else is it going to look like? From the photos that I've seen, it's going to look okay. And when I was a man, I seen quite a few of them, so I kind of know what they look like. And from the photos that they said, everyone's different, but basically, yes, it's gonna be fully functional. It'll look just like that. You wouldn't know the difference if you didn't know.
Ramondo says ignore Yuckfoo.
Yuckfoo, ignore Yuckfoo?
Yes.
What do you do for work? I work on a dairy ranch. We're both reading, Chris.
But you should just let me do it. Because you're way ahead of me, and then I get to
just read, Chris.
Trying to do on the phone. You'll have a dry hole after the chop.
What?
Yes.
You'll have a dry hole?
V number 1 says you'll have a dry hole after the chop.
What makes you think I didn't have a dry hole before? I'll let you know, okay? I'll let you know for sure. Just ask me again in like 2 months.
Diane Neary says if you move, you're gay.
If I move,
I don't get that. If you move, you're gay.
Oh, I like that one. Somebody went, brother, ooh. Brother, ooh.
Paul again wants to know, what do you do for work?
I work on a dairy ranch. I am like the maintenance person for a dairy ranch.
Okay, and Alex says vile human disgrace.
And hold on a minute, I want to read this one. What I don't get is why I'm watching a transgender person argue with someone that they were born in the wrong body and they're just trying to be, wait a minute. They're just trying to be comfortable and trying to be happy with them. I don't get it. Okay. Stephanie, but I know Stephanie, she's in here all the time.
What I don't get is I was watching transgender person arguing with someone that they were born in the wrong body and they're just trying to be comfortable and trying to be happy with them. That's what Stephanie said.
Yes, exactly. Yuck foo. I've never hit a woman in my life. Never gonna ever hit a woman. If you make another comment like that, I'm gonna ban you from the thing. And not that you really care, but that's just wrong. Okay, you're inciting violence, so stop it. I'm not here. Okay, you can make fun of me all you want. Leave Chris out of it.
Or you could sign off and be done. And Eli says, "Don't be hating, but give advice." And Paul Bivens says, "You know what? I'd hit it."
Thank you. I think. Bro, TF.
Christiana said that. Truly yours, whatever says, "And I'm single."
That's cute.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever said that to me before.
Philip wants to know, so you like boys?
I like girls.
I think we've answered enough of Philip's questions. He should know what.
Why did you hit a? I've never hit a woman in my life ever. My mother was abused, and when I was a little kid, I swore I'd never ever do that, and I never have.
And Franz Bailey says, "As long as you're not hurting anyone."
No, I'm not hurting you. My kids would say otherwise.
Joe Figueroa says, "You're cute."
I'm sorry, Yuck Foo. I guess I did snap at her a little bit. We've been together for 10 years. Do you know a couple that have been together for 10 years that don't occasionally snap at each other? So
And it's just snapping at each other. It's not hitting.
we're not fighting or anything. We're just bickering a bit because that's what people that have been together for a long time do. Okay, Yuck Foo. Sorry, I hope that helps you with that.
Yes.
Okay, I'll think of it. Bros sound like SpongeBob. I like women. You hit. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yes,
wait a minute. Hold on. I got it. Yeah, where was that? You're hurting your kids. Well done, selfish. B number one. I'll get to you in a minute with that thing. Go hitting. God damn it. What did I say? Thank you for saying I'm beautiful. There's something here I need to get rid of. No, I'm going to say this one last time. I don't hit women. Nobody should ever hit anybody. I'm not an abusive person. Okay, ever. I really don't have that in my body. Where's Elma? Where's Matthew?
Not here.
It's probably so late, huh?
Yes.
Eli Haja says you are beautiful. Wow, 10 years. Yeah, it's been a long time. She had to go through this transition 5 years into our relationship. And
Your
she stuck with
transition.
me. Yeah, my transition. Somebody says I need a loving wife. Wouldn't that be nice? I was married twice, and both my wives were cold, low, frickers. I like pepperoni nipples.
Says who?
Pepperoni nipples. Okay. It is late, huh? Cross-dresser. Nope, I'm not a cross-dresser. This is how I am all the time.
Wait, so you're a gay woman, Paul says.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Everyone is beautiful at heart, says Franz. Did you see that? You could take over whenever you want. I'll stop reading if you're going to take over.
Philip says, "You got kids?"
Yes. Philip asked me if I have kids. I have 2 children. My oldest daughter is 40-something years old, and she approves, and she's proud of me for being myself and for coming out and how brave it is. My youngest daughter absolutely hates my guts right now.
And V number one says, "You're hurting your kids. Well done, selfish."
I don't mean to hurt them. I really don't. I spent 55 years. My youngest daughter's in her 30s, and I spent my whole life dedicated. Probably not the greatest parent in the world, but I tried for 30 years. I just want to be myself for the rest of my life. I got about 15 years left, and I want to do what I want, how I feel. This makes me feel so fucking normal.
420 Jank Lord says your kids would be ashamed of you.
One kid is ashamed of me, and my parents are embarrassed of me. So there you go. There's some ammunition. Fire away. It's not fun for me. Being transgender is hard.
Eli says you're beautiful.
Thank you, Eli. I take a lot of abuse from people.
Well, you got a bra on and you are man, says Rai.
Because I have boobs. Is transgender a bit of sexual fetish? No, That's a legitimate
No, I
question.
gotta catch up.
I know. We'll just go to the next one. I'll read this. That's a legitimate question. Is it a sexual fetish? There are some people that transition purely because it turns them on to look at themselves. It's never been sexual like that for me, ever. No, there's no sexual, for me personally, looking at myself, I don't get turned on or anything like that.
Okay. Moon Gem says, wishing you a great surgery and you both a wonderful life. Peace.
Thank you. Peace out, bro. I appreciate the kind wishes. Was it a guy?
Yes, and not out. I don't know or not because it's Moon
Oh, I
Gem.
thought they were leaving.
No. Peace. Living in peace. So let's see. And for the man comments, there aren't any men here. Indian Flavor Alchemy says, do you drink?
No, I don't drink. I used to. When I started transitioning, I stopped everything. I stopped all the harmful stuff: cigarettes, tobacco, or alcohol, drugs, everything. It's changed my life for the better.
Knickknack says, did you push her out? And I don't know what that means. Push her out.
Put her out. Do you drink Bud Light? That's funny because I know what that's about. That's about that person that got like chastised, or Bud Light got chastised for having that trans on their commercial, and like people were fucking just hating Bud after that. Thank you so much for your answers to my questions. That's never happened. These live shows.
Tiger Bone says, where does someone who wants to be gay go or call?
Okay, that wants to be gay?
Or call. Where do they go or call?
I don't know. I'm not gay, but I guess I'm a lesbian now. I mean, you should talk to your family or your friends. But what do you mean want to be gay? You either are or you aren't. I think. I don't know.
Troll Free says the world is ashamed of you.
Yes, a lot of people in the world are not ashamed of me. A lot of people hate my fucking guts for what I'm doing. And I don't know why. Nobody could. You tell me, okay? Why do you hate me?
Troll Free says, make America straight again.
Make America straight again. That's good. That's classic. You're welcome, Shannon.
Golfman says drag queens are all right, though.
Not a drag queen. Drag queens are men that dress up like women for performance. When they're not performing, they walk around, they're men.
Sato White says you're abusing yourself, big dog. You probably just got low T.
No, well, I kind of had low T my whole life. I've had high estrogen, but there's a reason for that. And no, it's not low T. My brother's on T, and it was an option. This is not what I wanted. I've known this since I was 6 years old. I was just too scared to come out.
Poetic T says they don't even try to look like women anymore.
Who?
They.
Me? You're saying I'm trying to look like a woman? I'm sorry. I do have surgeries coming to fix my face so I'm more feminine. I'm sorry that I'm not more feminine, but I absolutely 1000% try to present myself as the best woman that I can be.
Indian Flavor Alchemy, thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. It's great.
Can I see your girlfriend, Chris? Poke your head over here. This is Chris. Christy Chris. Turn your head. Look at the phone.
Oh, that phone.
Yeah. That's Chris. Stop hitting. Okay. Hunter J, I think you're the one doing that, not me. Goodbye. Get out of here. What happened when you were 6? This is a real question.
Okay, are you gonna read it?
Just a few, Chris. How many times did we got? Leon says, "What happened to you when you were 6?" It's a real question. It's not what happened to me when I was 6. It what happened to me when I was in the womb with my mother. She didn't know any better. It's not her fault. I don't blame her, but she was taking birth controls throughout her entire pregnancy with me, which means my brain was inundated with estrogen overload daily, and it changed my brain chemistry. It changed my brain. Literally thought it was female. The body thought it was male. At 6 years old, I used to pray in bed that God would make me a woman or let me wake up being a girl. I didn't really know why then, but as time went on, I hid it very, very well. Nobody knew. Nobody. Until I was 50, 55, Chris?
Yeah, about
55, 56 years old when I came out.
Hello, Chris. Shannon Justice says, thank you so much for answering my question. That never happens on these live shows. Much love.
So is Chris also a gay? That's a good point. Chris is not lesbian. This is where we're going to have an issue because we don't know where we're going to go from here as far as that goes. She loves me. I love her, but she's not lesbian. So that's going to be something, right? Are you lesbian? I shouldn't answer for you. I should let her answer. However, it's a bridge that we'll cross when we get to it. I don't expect her to stay if she doesn't want to. I'm not forcing her to. Do you have children? Yes, I have 2 children. Who hit you in the head?
2 grown adults.
What?
Children, they're not children, they're grown adults. But
I don't know. Oh, you two are, us two are. You're an adult. I don't know about me. Just kidding. One time I puked, came up, shat. Oh, that's disgusting.
I'm trying to get it back. It's not there.
Very interesting dynamic. So, I mean, there's probably a bunch of new people in here. I'll run down this really fast. I do not believe, for one, transgender women do not belong in women's sports. It's not fair. You should stay the fuck out. Kids should not transition until they're 18. It should be a law that parents can't do that to their children because kids don't know what the fuck they're going to scratch their ass, let alone their gender. That's period. Trans women do not belong in women's bathrooms. If you have a dick, stay out of the women's bathroom. Go home, go somewhere else, find gender neutral, stay out of the women's bathroom. And what else? What did I miss? I think that's it.
Still trying to get it back.
So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. Fake vibe. This video is pre-recorded. No, it's not, douchebag. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be mean. What's the weather? It's been hotter than shit. That's what the weather is. Wig. What is that?
I just can't get it back now.
Oh, here, no.
Thank you all for joining this chat. It's fun for us, but we're still learning and trying to get everything squared away. It's a pleasure to have you all here.
Yeah. I just gotta fix Chris's thing here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Turn the volume. Just gotta fix Chris's thing. Girl, chill out. Grippery. In that case, you women beat your woman beater. Oh my gosh, really?
Why would anyone think that?
I don't know, because I just snapped at you. This isn't pre-recorded. She's reading the comments. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Kendrick. I mean, a woman isn't a. Go ahead. I'm just keep myself interested. Go ahead, read it.
How are your children accepting your transformation? Mars Plastics wants to know, but we've already addressed that, and the answer to that is
not one of them not well, the other one great. I have 3 grandkids too. I've been banned from seeing 2 of them.
Nene says I would not want to be his child. It's a good thing you're not then.
I wouldn't want you to be my child. You see less trans in San Jose? Wonder why. It's a ghetto. You would not want to be the child. She's embarrassed of me. That's the bottom line. She's embarrassed. And
tell me what a woman is, says Deb.
Well, I can tell you what a female is. That's easier. Female is something that can reproduce. I cannot do that. So I cannot be a female. I don't kid myself from saying I'm a female because I'm not, because I can't reproduce. But I can be a lady. And that's what I try to present myself as.
Stop being a liar, Hunter.
Sorry, I'm sorry you think I'm a liar. I'm giving you my whole truth here. I don't know what more you want.
Truly yours, whatever wants to know. Can I ask a personal question?
Yes, you can. Storm Lee says, Brooke, please
I'll get
just
that
ignore and skip
when
over the
Truly
phone.
yours answers. I can get that.
Okay.
Please just ignore and skip over the troll comments and answer the genuine questions, says Stormy.
Yeah, good idea. Read Mars right there. Mars is a good one.
Way
Mars
ahead of Brian.
Plaxis.
Do you think they will accept it by the time?
I think if transgender people stop trying to force it down everybody's throat, stop making a spectacle out of themselves, and stop having the craziest trans people be the loudest ones, then we just fade into the woodwork because that's what most of us want. Just to not be. We just want to fit in. We don't want to be pointed out.
Stormy, thank you. Stormy says, Brooke, Please just ignore and skip over the troll comments and answer the genuine questions. One of which is from Paul Bivens. What area of the U.S. are you from?
What part of what?
What area of the U.S. are you from?
California.
Thank you for at least being honest, says Dream Man.
You're welcome. I'm just seriously trying to bridge a gap to show people that we're not all fucking woke. I don't even know what woke means. We're not all crazies. I know there's a lot of people out there that are trans just like me that just want to fade in. They don't want to stand out. They don't want anything. So I'm putting myself out here for this abuse to tell people that I'm just normal. If you read these little signs, they answer a lot of the questions people have.
Senator Shaw says, my best friend is trans.
Well, that's great. Do you, the person that said their best friend is trans, how's your relationship? Is it still okay? Is it changed? I'm curious because my best friend and I, when he first found out, he kind of distanced himself from me, but recently he called me up and I'm going to go to his place, hang out with him and his wife and kind of get to know each other again. We've been best friends for almost 40 years.
Senator Shaw, thank you. I'll look for your comment after this response happens. I'll look for your comment and respond again. Dream Man says, I can appreciate honesty.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to be as honest as I can. I'm not trying to force anybody to do anything. You do not, if you're in public and you see me, you don't have to call me ma'am. You don't have to call me miss. You can call me sir if you want. I'm not going to force anything down anybody's throat. You know what I prefer, miss or ma'am. But I'm not going to, how can I force you to call me something that you don't believe in? This is my truth. It doesn't have to be yours.
Last time I went to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it said. Oh, when was the last time you went to San Francisco? That's just a cut on you.
I know it's a cut on me, but
because you're there.
I'm going to go to San Francisco. I go to San Francisco for my procedure. So there you go. I'm not afraid to say certain things.
I'm straight, but trans hot to me for some reason. Don't know why.
I don't either. I mean, I want to tell you something that's going to sound so hypocritical, but I am critical of myself a lot.
Christiana says, sorry.
If Christine was the one transitioning and I wasn't, I don't know if I could do what she's doing.
Christiana Rickman says, I love how you have a makeup brush in your hand.
Oh, sorry.
Candace says, I'm from California. I'm just a regular person. California is not like the media tells you.
No, it's really not. The media paints a really, really horrible picture of California. Like we want all of, I mean, it's the exception, not the rule, what people are doing to their kids here. I don't know anybody that would do that to their kids. And if they did force their kids to transition at 7 years old, I'd turn them in. They should go to CVS or CPS or whatever, Child Protective Services. They should not have children. They should be taken away from them.
Joseph says, hello, love. How are you?
Hi, Joseph. I'm doing okay. I mean, I kind of come on late. Vixen is a friend of mine. She's a magician. I was over there helping her practice. She is going to come on this show and do an interview so we can kind of pick her brain. She's beautiful. She's talented. You guys are going to love her. She said that she is going to come on the show. She's just kind of working her way mentally through it, but she's going to come on the show and you guys get to pick her brain for a little bit and meet her. She's awesome, and we'll tell you where she's performing and you can go see her.
So stay tuned and you can find out and join us at that as well. Dream Man says, I've been to California. I can still remember the smell.
Remember I asked you, can I ask a personal question? Yes, you can, and that's from what is that? Truly Yours. Yes, Truly Yours. Go ahead. Keep your eye out for Truly Yours.
Yes, it's here. Remember I asked you that I can ask a personal question. But then there isn't an answer to that. Nothing like a walk down the San Francisco sidewalk.
Sorry. I don't know when it falls down.
You're wearing a nice pink shirt, but please do not show off your bra. It just lowers the value.
I pulled it up. Thank you.
Blake Ray says, just seem like you're trying to live your life. People don't have to agree with everything a person does or believes to show respect and treat them like a fellow human.
Well put. I could not have said it better. I could not have said that better. Thank you.
Philip wants to know 420 or no? Probably meaning do you smoke weed.
I know what it means.
Okay, well.
I don't know. No. Just these whatever they're called. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, that wasn't very manly of you to show the bra.
Right.
I'm kind of proud of my breasts, though. I grew them myself. Uh-oh. I lost something.
Yeah, mine is really screwed up.
Well,
Yeah, that wasn't
back
right
now.
there.
There is a time delay, folks. So if you ask a question, hang around a little bit. It might take us a couple minutes to get to the question, and then we'll answer it for you for sure. I do want to. Did anybody see Biden's interview tonight? If that changed their minds at all after the debate with Trump? I mean, I personally, my opinion is Biden is not capable of running this country, and I want to know who is. Who's running the country right now? Because it's not Biden.
Orphan Mall says, when do I get to go out with you?
You have to ask her. I don't think she's going to let.
Richard Corsett said, I met you only a few seconds, and you're pretty awesome.
Thanks, Richard. I appreciate that.
I met you only a few seconds.
The fact that you're willing to listen to what I say and try to at least understand, I like you too.
But what does that mean? I met you a few seconds. For just a few
Then he
seconds.
came into the room.
Or maybe met you in person.
No.
Okay.
I have posted a question 3 times to no avail. Truly yours, I haven't seen it. Here is, he's been canceled. He's been capable. He's never been capable. That was truly yours.
Okay, Kendrick says, truly yours, the comment isn't showing. YouTube is probably blocking it.
Oh, it's probably really, it's either really personal or it's got vulgarity. Try to find a way of wording it differently.
Ashana says, your hair and makeup is great. Just need
Thank you.
improving to dress up like a lady.
Who said that?
Ashana.
I thought it might have been, Ashana.
And said, you just need improving to dress up like a lady.
I know. I'm sorry. I was over there working on a trailer for her at the same time. So these are kind of my dirty clothes or whatever to get dirty in. But sorry, I'm trying to present myself properly. But there's another thing. I don't agree that they call natural born women cis women. I think it sounds like a zit or a pimple. And I don't think that's nice. I think they should stop that and just call them women. You don't have to call them cis women. Where did that word cis come from? Just me, just saying.
Richard said, I was just trolling through my shorts, and then I came across you live.
I'm glad you joined us. People, please subscribe. It would help. You've never been capable. I don't know what that means. Truly yours, whatever. I don't know what that means. I'm not ignoring your questions. It's not coming through. And then never mind anything. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you.
Truly yours said, never mind.
I know.
Okay. Richard says, I'm openly gay.
How old are you, Richard? I'm just curious because I want to know. I mean, I watched gay people struggle through the 60s, 70s, and 80s to gain their foot in society, and now they're well drenched in society. You guys are, you did what I'm trying to do. It's just normalize.
Okay, Sleep Go says, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job, ma'am. Keeping your composure like you do, and despite obvious reaction fakes, it's something not everyone can do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It wasn't that smooth in the beginning. I would try to rebut and a lot of times insult them back, but it's not worth my time. They're just kids with Cheeto dicks.
Okay. I've subscribed, but I gotta go. Maybe I'll catch you another time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Can you subscribe? That would help me out. And then you'll know when I come on twice a week. It's usually like Wednesday and Saturday or something like that. It's usually earlier than this. It just got a late start. So
yeah, it's 2:00.
Is it?
Ashona says, I'm an Asian residing in Australia, and I'm transgender. I relate on you.
That's awesome. How are they accepting you there? For one question, and two, I have to ask how old you are. I just have to ask because I can't really talk about if you're under 18, then my response to you has to be completely different.
Ajalisa says, Good seeing you again and hearing you, Brooke. Stay safe. God bless. Good night. Good morning.
I remember you, Azulisa Sen. I remember you. Thank you very much. Have a great night, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Orphan keeps talking about Snapchat. When do I get your Snapchat?
I don't have Snapchat. I don't even know what that means.
It's a messaging service like
Buffalo Bill. That's funny.
Shauna says I'm 49 years old. You asked how old you was.
You're just a baby. That's great. Now I can talk to you openly. 49 years old. Okay, let me ask you a question because you're a Gen X. And this has been bugging me all day. I am a boomer. I'm a baby boomer. Just like the last month of baby boomers, I made it in there. Anyway, on Gen X saying, you guys ain't so tough because boomers, we were your bullies and everything, blah, 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 blah. And 5 people don't subscribe to me anymore because of it. Like I insulted them. I was just kidding. I was just playing around. Is that offensive? I'm asking you.
Okay. Candace said, okay, I subscribed. Oh, yeah, I subscribed. See you soon, said Candace.
Solo Loco, did you get a ticket? Look for that reply.
SoCal says, LMAO. Brooke, the other day I got pulled over by police while your live stream was on.
I'm sorry, Mustang Mike. Happy birthday. I'm not sorry for Mike. I'm sorry for the other one that got pulled over while watching the stream live. Oh my gosh. I hope you didn't get a ticket. I'm sorry.
Mustang Mike is 50 today. Can't believe it.
Okay, here's one here. I'm going to read this one. I have a question. It's not okay. It's not okay not to. But do you think transitioning?
No, it is okay not to answer.
Okay, it is okay. Do you think transitioning has anything to do with your upbringing? For example, if you were cloned, do you think you would still have the same mindset? That's a tricky question. For one, I was raised in a very macho. I had two older brothers and a stepdad that was, they were assholes. They were macho. They were typical dudes. So no, I was raised around that my whole life. So that part, but having the estrogen into my brain when I was being developed in my mom's stomach probably had something to do with it. So it's not my environment, that's for sure. Because believe me, everybody was shocked when I first started coming out. And that was the hardest thing I ever had to do because I disappointed a lot of people.
He has a gay only channel.
Has a gay only channel? How do you know who's in there? I guess you wouldn't if you wouldn't want to.
This is a gays only channel from FB Trump.
This is?
That's what they're saying.
No, I want heterosexual. I want all kinds of people to come here to realize that not all trans people are fucking whacktards and batshit crazy. For example, I have to mention this again. I was watching Lefties Losing It on the internet, and they showed part of the Pride Parade where a bunch of guys didn't have their pants on, their things were hanging out and everything. That is so offensive. How do they do that? There's kids watching this parade.
Exactly.
And they do that. And it makes anybody that's associated with the Pride Parade look bad. I cannot believe that they allowed those people to walk around with their pants off. They should have been arrested.
Well, Christiana says, I'm 13 years old. And since a 49-year-old is a baby, does that make me a newborn baby?
Pretty much.
And that question is very ignorant, which means also in 13 years old is too young to be on this channel. It's an 18-year-old and older
it's
site.
16 and over.
Oh, it's 16 now?
I can't remember if it's 16 or 13. It
says 18 right there.
I think it might be even 13 that they no longer considered a child because this says not for children. 13 might be old enough because I just looked into that. So, I'm not going to kick you out or anything, but I probably won't personally talk to you, I guess. Fear of I don't want to influence you one way or the other. I think that you shouldn't transition until you're 18 if that's what you're about. If you're not and you're 13, because I looked that up because I say this is not for children, and I think YouTube classifies 13 or under 13 as children. So
Richard Corset says, I grew up in a Mormon community in Arizona. It was not just them, but they owned the public school.
Mormons?
Yes.
I got an interesting little thing for you guys. My family came over here in the 1800s from Canada, and they were one of the first founders of the Mormon Church. I have it in writing. I have like a family tree. It goes back. I'm also related. Oops, shit. I'm also related to Ulysses S. Grant. But the side of the family of mine, my grandmother's side of the family, their forefathers, I guess, for lack of other words, they were one of the first founders of the Mormon Church. It says that in the family history thing. Mustang. I hope everybody's happy in their own skin. So do I. That's all I'm saying. Just be happy. I'm 60 years old. I probably got 15 years left. Can't I be just who I want to be? That's all I'm asking. Yeah. Oh, cool. I grow older. It's now it's impossible being a lady. Did you have any surgeries? Um, because I was a guy for so long that I have strong male features. My body's kind of boxy. I've been on estrogen for 3 years, and it's changed somewhat. But I have to have a nose surgery and chin and cheek and hair and all that, just so I look more feminine, and hopefully then I can fit in better. So you people, if you want to see the change, just hang around for about 18 months. I'm glad you look younger though than you really are. That's awesome. Uh huh. That's a good point. Okay, somebody asked. I'm going to break these down. Is do my kids still call me dad? And how did I celebrate Father's Day? My youngest daughter did not call me on Father's Day, and we were starting to find a kind of way back, but shit hit the fan over the weekend because of her mom said some shit. Anyway, that's here and there. My oldest daughter said Happy Transparent Day on Father's Day. That's what she said. And she calls me Brooke now. She used to call me Dad. She calls me Brooke. Is it what? Um, I lost a lot of respect from the other workers here when I came out publicly to my job, and I lost a lot of respect. I work and live on the same ranch, and so does all the other workers, and they're all Hispanics. I'm the only Caucasian, and they I think they lost a lot of respect for me, except for one. The one I didn't like the most, he actually treats me better now. So the owner is dealing with it. I got to give him credit. Yes, thank you, thank you. I think we all should be appreciated, but it's not only how I believe. I believe that people like me need to make some noise that they don't belong in there, and the people that think that they do belong, like women's sports or women's bathrooms or kids transitioning, they need to be shut down. They need to be stopped because, come on, this is ridiculous questions. These are common sense. I mean, Jesus Christ, stay out of a girl's. If you have a dick, you don't belong in the female bathroom. Period. Now, if you are trans and you have transitioned, this is just my opinion. Then you go to the woman's bathroom, obviously, because you don't have a penis anymore. If you're like me, I don't go into public bathrooms. I wait till I get home. However, in a couple of weeks when I get bottom surgery, then I will definitely use women's bathrooms. Until then, no. But I still don't think I would belong in women's sports. I hope that answered your question. Thank you, funny face. Thank you for coming back. Repeat people, please subscribe. It really helps me. Um, that's a nice gesture. Why are you trans? Are your kids happy with this? Says AK16765. One of my children are extremely proud of me for being so brave. And here's a little story. I remember Chris and I were in town once and we seen my daughter in a store. She didn't see us. And I purposely waited in the car for her to leave before I went into the store because I didn't want to embarrass her. And I told her that later. I go, we seen you at the store. And she goes, why didn't you say something? And I said, I didn't want to embarrass you in front of your friends. And she told me, she says, you know what, Dad? Yeah, she said, Dad then. She goes, I don't hang around anybody who would make me feel embarrassed that you were my parent. That's how she is. I mean, can you ask for anything better? She's a beautiful person. She's a school teacher. She teaches fifth grade, fifth grade special needs. She's a brilliant woman. Brilliant. I am so fortunate that she's my child. I'm fortunate that the other one's my child too, but she has a lot of negativity being blasted in her ear from my brother and her mother. So it's a rougher road. What about toilets? Very good. Exactly. That's what I do. If it ain't a unisex or I call a single use bathroom, I don't go in there. I just because I don't want to make anybody else uncomfortable. This is my choice, not theirs. This is I have to accept me. They don't. I don't force myself down anybody's throat. This is my truth. You know, People don't believe in my truth, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about being trans as well. For as long as you have, I'm glad it gets easier. I'm putting myself out here like this to get abused. Basically, people are abusing me, but I'm learning how to cope with it because in public, people don't talk to me this way. Birthday was a disaster. It was a complete disaster. I mean, if you want me to go into the story, ask, and I'll tell you why my birthday was a disaster. It was 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whatever it was. It was a complete disaster. Worst birthday ever. Plastic surgery is coming, Terrell. What are you doing? That's a good question. What I'm doing is coming on here to prove a few things to people. For one, that not all trans people are batshit crazy. That we don't all want your attention. That we don't all believe that trans women belong in the bathroom. I know I say this a lot throughout this podcast. It's important because there's new people in here. Trans women do not belong in women's sports. And oh, that other trans person I was just talking about, shit, I'm terrible with names. What do you think about trans kids? And what do you think about trans in sports? Because I don't think that they belong there. I don't think trans women belong in women's sports. And I don't think children should transition until they're 18. That's just my opinion. Thank you, Kiki Lynn. Even though Christine's reading in the other room, so nobody can hear her. Yes, really. So I'm answering questions they don't know what they are. Nod. What the fuck? Thank you, Lynn. Thank you very much. Why was your birthday a disaster? Okay. Why was it a disaster? Okay, my parents were in town. My parents are 81 and 80. Actually, my mom's older than my dad. And they were in town to help me celebrate my birthday. So we went over there to have a meal with them. We sat down, we were having food, and it kind of got around trans. Now, the way they think about me being trans is they don't want to hear about it. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to hear about it. My dad even said, "Who's going to hire you?" Which kind of hurt my feelings because I have a job now. I can build anything you want. I built a studio apartment from the foundation up, doing it all myself. So I have talents. So that kind of hurt my feelings. But I understand where he's coming from. He's 80. He's thinking practically. So anyway, that was a bad start. However, my mother told me that my ex-wife had sent her a message and wanted to know why my ex-wife was messaging her. The message said, "Hey, lady, get your shit together. We don't do that man, he, she shit in my house. You got to take care of your own." This is what she said to my 81-year-old mother. So I fucking went off. I went off so bad on my daughter because they lived together. And I know my daughter knew that was there and why she let her send something like that to her grandmother, my mom. I went off horribly. So that started the birthday off at shit. You know, I went to the doctor and had to have my blood test for pre-op surgery and shit. Started crying like a baby. I mean, it was horrible. Chris and I got in a huge argument afterwards. It was the worst birthday ever, all because of my ex-wife and I let her win. That's what made me the most mad. So I let her into my life where she could ruin my fucking birthday.
Well, and on that note, Terrell Smith wants to know, wait, do you have a wife or did you?
I had 2 wives. I've been married twice. And my oldest daughter's mom was my high school sweetheart, not a wife. I had her when I was 17.
Are you sick or you had a bad childhood with not attention from your parents?
What?
This person,
Hmm.
Perry, wants to know, or you're sick and you had a bad childhood with no attention from your parents.
No, they didn't give us a lot of attention. We are the original latchkey kids. Our parents would go to the bar all the time and do whatever and just leave us home for my brothers to beat me up and watch creature features and eat TV dinners. Microwaves were brand new then. They were huge too. They were like brand new things first coming out. So TV dinners, microwave dinners were all brand new. So that we sat there with those. Our parents were at the bar all the time.
To Rail Smith back again, will you miss being able to do stuff men do?
I don't think so. I'm not sure because I haven't had the bottom surgery yet. That's like the to me that is I can't wait because I think it's confirming to me mentally, internally. I don't know if I'll miss standing up and peeing or stuff like that. I'll probably miss sex as a guy. I mean, let's face it, it was great, but this is more important to me. If I never have sex again, I'm okay with
it. Okay. Bro, I miss when trans wasn't a thing.
it. Well, I only learned about being transgender 5 years ago, or even what it meant. It was Caitlyn Jenner that kind of made me scratch my head and go, "Wow." And I started to look into it, and then I started to realize that was what's been plaguing me my whole life is that I was trans and I hid it. Um, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. It's the most humiliating thing at times that I've ever done in my life.
Salam says, I don't support, but stop. And then in response to that, Victoria said, Salam, this isn't hate. The guy's perverted.
I'm perverted.
That's what it says.
I'm not a pervert.
It's a response to another.
I mean, I'm gonna forget them. I don't care.
Okay, so let's go back again.
Mhm.
I've been enjoying your live streams for some time now, and it's been nice to see how people become open-minded when they participate in real discussions.
That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. I'm just trying to have a true, honest conversation with people so that they don't think that we're all like the ones you see on TV because we're not. I don't agree with what's going on in the trans community. I think it's shining a horrible light on me. People are disliking me for stuff that I don't even believe in. So I came in here honestly just to tell people that I don't believe in that. I like Tucker Carlson.
1964 Flyers says, thank you. You're the first trans to make any sense to me. I could get along with you.
Thank you. Absolutely. I'm just a normal person. I mean, really, I am just as normal. This batshit crazy stuff that's out there, I scratch my head. I mean, I just met a trans person tonight, and this person seems extremely level headed. I'm terrible with names, so I can't remember her name. However, I never met any other trans people. I just know regular people. I'm a regular person too. I just, I find myself mentally more sound as a woman. So I'm going to
People are
let,
laughing about you holding a makeup brush.
should I let go?
Yeah, it's got.
I have a thing when I talk. I throw my hands around and I slam my hands down and it drives Christine crazy. So I thought the brush would help me. I'll get rid of it. There we go. It's gone.
Greg says God loves you. He's waiting for you.
I hope so. I think he is too. Like I said, a lot of religious people believe me, and I don't mean this in any way negative comment, but I think God's gonna look in my heart, not my pants, when I die.
Justin for Life says that behavior from her was terrible. I'm sorry that happened on your birthday. I'm terribly sorry. I hope future birthdays are better.
Yeah, thank you. I do too, because that really sucked. I mean, my 50th birthday sucked, and now my 60th birthday sucked. It's like, I don't have very more of those ending with a zero birthdays left. Somebody said something over here. It's a loud minority of extremism on both sides. People in real life don't talk like this. Negative comments. No, in real life, I get snickered at. I get laughed at. I get talked about, but nobody ever says anything negative to my face. Not one word. I'm also almost 6 feet tall, and I'm almost 200 pounds. So maybe they're afraid that the crazy tranny will come after them or something. I don't know, but no, they don't say this in public.
Can I see your makeup up close?
That was a terrible look right there.
Thanks for sharing with us, said Android.
I'll kind of hold till somebody want to see the makeup up close. It's the best I could do with what I got. My face is kind of ugly. But, so there we go. That's as close as I'm going to get.
It's a loud minority of extremism on both sides. People in real life don't talk like these negative comments. That's so local.
Yeah, that's what I was just answering to before about people don't treat me this way in public. I think I'm glad that they don't because it would be really humiliating for them. And I still wouldn't react to them, probably even less so in public because it's just people are ready for that argument from me. When people laugh at me, they're ready for me to go up and get in their face. They're not ready for me to go, it's cool. If you find me funny looking, I don't care if you laugh.
Here's a difficult and weird question, but good. From Blake. Blake says, if you've never seen or encountered a woman in your life, would you still think you're a woman? And is it something you've never experienced?
That's good. That's a good question.
Is it something you've never experienced, or in this case, never seen? Being feminine as a man is fine.
I wasn't feminine. I wasn't feminine as a man. I just knew that I wanted to be a woman.
So you would still think you were a woman even if you had never seen it?
I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. I would imagine that I would still feel. I don't know. I don't know.
You're not a feminine man. You were not.
I'm not a feminine man, and I'm not a feminine trans woman either. This is just who I feel comfortable being. You know, so I can't change my personality core, but I can change my appearance to suit. It eases me. Being a woman makes me feel level.
Kiki Lynn says, I know it's not generally accepted to be trans, but there are some cultures that accept it. Being trans isn't something new. The only new thing is that people are being more vocal about it.
They're being like me, and people call it a movement. I have a friend in LA, and she said that I caught the trans wave or something like that. It's like no, that's not true. As old as I am, I didn't come out because it was cool or popular. Because this has been horrible. Coming out has been the hardest freaking thing ever. Horribly embarrassing at times, horribly humiliating, horribly hurtful and painful to watch my daughter reject me. There's been a lot of tears dropped over this. However, I'm trying to be my real self.
Okay, Bam Droid says you are beautiful.
Thank you, Bam Droid. Bam Droid.
Yet another comment from Bam Droid. Cutter B says, I've never really thought about the stuff trans go through. I'm 38 from Oklahoma, and it's kind of looked down on, but you don't seem weird or bad. You have opened my eyes up to this subject, and you seem cool.
Thank you. You know, my family originally, my dad's side, my mom's side, they came over in the 1800s. I said that earlier. My dad's side's from Louisiana, Ferry Day, Louisiana. And believe me, it's not cool to be trans there either. So I appreciate your comments. I am just a normal person. If blind people were to come talk to me, they wouldn't.
Demdred again says, don't let these haters bring you down.
No, I'm beyond that now. At the beginning of this, it really got to me. I mean, I did this one time and I almost never did it again. But I got a letter from somebody who watched the thing and said that because of the things that I said changed their opinion, how they don't care anymore, which is a good place to be. But that's what made me do the second one. And then I started meeting people like Alma and Debbie and Matthew and then there's somebody else. She's not here tonight, but we've been communicating through emails. Who it was dear to my heart because she's been very supportive, her and her husband.
Richard says again, he's on here again, you're pretty. Don't call yourself ugly, like you did when you went for the closer picture.
I'm sorry. You said it was. I don't find myself very attractive as a woman, but I'm working on it.
Vendred says you are not ugly. You're a beautiful person, a human.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, and I need to hear it because when you look in the mirror, you don't see that stuff. And I worked very hard, and I studied very hard on makeup and how to apply it to before because I will have help when I have my surgeries for my face not to look so masculine. However, I rely on makeup now to make me at least look somewhat presentable and not just look ridiculously, male.
Right. Alex says if someone called, oh, doggone it. If someone called, it just went away.
I could try to find it.
Well, Whooper says you are very beautiful. Don't get down upon yourself like that. I have assholes of family members who were like that to me. But I just believe in who I am, and if I was trans, I'd feel the same way.
I feel you. Absolutely. I feel you. My brother's a minister. He says he is. And he's been sending me some shit. Just I actually challenged him to come on this show. I'd split the screen with him and debate him about who I am, what I believe I am. And if he would have won the debate, I said I would detransition. But I know he wouldn't have won. But he chickened out. He wouldn't come on and do it. I was going to debate him openly live and let you guys all decide who won, who had the best, not who won, but who made most sense.
Storm Lee says 100% support from me, heart.
Thank you, Storm Lee. Please subscribe. People subscribe and hit like. People are hitting don't like more almost as much as like. So if you think anything about this is cool, just hit like. It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
So Local says you're genuinely beautiful, Brooke. Your personality shines greatly as you become comfortable with yourself.
Thank you, So Local. And So Local is a returner too. They're here.
Yes,
They've come a few times. So is Aaron.
Kiki Lynn has another good, different subject question. If you like the movies, recommend one. I recommend one called Next Goal Wins. It's mainly about American Samoa's soccer team, but it's also lightly talks about fa'afafine, which is part of their culture. So the movie's called Next Local Wins.
Fa'afafine, is that being feminine? Is that what that means? Is French for being feminine? I think I've seen that movie. I really do. I think I've seen
Next Local Wins. Next Goal Wins. I mean.
Yeah, I think I've seen it actually a long time ago.
We'll have to write that. Why do you dress like that?
Because this is what makes me comfortable. When I look in the mirror now, I feel pretty, as pretty as it. Before, when I was a man, I look in the mirror and I would want to self-mutilate. I was a bad person. I was living a bad lifestyle.
Chad says, but me and you already talked about that. We pretty much agree on everything.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, if anything, I would be like the coolest friend to hang out with as if you're a dude. I mean, if you wanted to go somewhere and I could probably bring chicks over to you and stuff, because I would like not be as threatening. I'm just kidding. Joking, Christine. I'm just joking. I'm saying as far as hanging out with somebody, you could tell me dirty jokes. Oh, wow.
Richard says again here, people, they attack me with wet rags, call me dirty, and treat me like the plague.
Who does that?
I know beauty, and you're beautiful.
They hit you with wet rags?
It'll slap them hard and make a sting.
Who does that to you?
The grammar school kids, and that's about it. Gosh, they must be really bad.
I mean, who is that though? I mean, how old are you? What is it? Where is this happening to you? And if you're local, tell me. I will. Don't look at me like that.
I'm not. I was just looking to see what jewelry you were wearing because
I just got my chokers on and earrings.
Well, Renee says I love your jewelry, so I wanted to see what you were wearing before I read the question. Thank you, Renee.
Just chokers that I got at Five Below. I want to bring chokers back because they were popular in the 80s and I thought they were really sexy. Wear chokers.
Cutter says again, another comment. I won't ever disrespect the trans again. Thank you. You open a new outlook on trans. I won't ever bad talk one ever.
There are trans people out there that do not deserve your respect. Some trans people out there are crazy and they do not deserve anybody's respect because they're doing shit to kids and they're making fools out of me.
And they're part of the question also. The rest of the question, I won't ever talk to one ever. I won't ever bad talk to one ever. And I feel bad for doing so in the past. Now it won't happen again. Thanks. Wow, you're awesome.
Thank you.
New subscriber.
Awesome. Do you mind if I print that statement that you said there? Because what I'm doing is keeping what I think are memorable statements that keep me going, that know that I'm doing something good. Because that's really powerful right there. For me anyway, personally, it's very powerful. That my message is being heard, that I'm just trying to normalize who I am. I mean, I just really am.
Okay. Well, I saved the question. Maybe we'll be able to.
Basically means the way a woman. No, I'm just reading this thing. Yes, papa, whatever is French. Basically means the way of a woman. I appreciate it. The way of a woman. Yeah, that's. There's a town like in Mexico or something where once a day all the men dress up in girls' clothes. I don't know what that. it's called, or even if it's actually Mexico, there's some place that
Amused gazing iguana says, hello, lady.
hi, iguana.
I love to see your smile, says Vamdroid.
Thank you. That's really sweet.
And Vamdroid also said, Cutter B, you're awesome, for saying those nice comments just now.
Yeah, that was great. Those were really appreciated. I mean, like I said, I will put that in my little motivational book to show that I'm making a little bit of a difference, because there's so many bad characters out there that are painting me into a picture where people literally hate me that don't know.
Someone named Angel said, confused.
I wanted to say one more thing about that. So that you wouldn't say that to a trans person again. My boss's son, who is now 16 years old, I met him when he was like 5, and he's hung out with me on the ranch this whole time. And he just found out that I was trans less than a year ago, and it kind of threw his world through loop, because he kind of looked up to me and everything as a guy. And the other day I was talking to him, and he was referring to some people as rainbow people, and I'm like, who are you? I go, oh, you're talking about my group of people when you say rainbow people, because he was being kind of talking shit about him at school and everything, and he froze. And he was like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm like, dude, it's cool, I get it. I says, I'm not your normal trans person and everything. So anyway, the point, we found back that friendship that we had before I transitioned, because it was uncomfortable for a little bit for him. But now once he's seen that I'm still the same person, I just look a little different, he's cool. And his opinion of trans has also changed. So, and this was from a 16-year-old kid who's full of testosterone. Believe me.
Storm Lee says, Brooke and Chris, come to Australia where the dairy farms are always lush and green.
I would come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'd move. Not just because the dairy farms, because I think that your politics in your country is better than ours. I think that you live a more peaceful life, a more neutral life. You're not trying to be the world's police. I lived in Canada for 3 years, so I know what it's like to live outside of the state, even though it's not that far outside of the state, but it's different. And people, I love Canadians. I live there. Like I said, the only reason I came back, I know she's from Australia. I'm saying I did move. I did. I've lived in another country, but Canada. And if it wasn't for my kids, I never would have came back. However, if they said I could go to Australia instead, besides your accent, oh, I love them.
So Local says, Brooke, I have a music suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Would you listen to Auntie Diaries by Kendrick Lamar?
Sure. Yeah.
You have a pen?
It's on the chat. I can always look it up. If you can, I don't know if you could put a link. If you put a link there, I'll click on it. Okay. You are so understanding. The world needs more souls like you. Love you. Canada, Ontario. That's where I was. Canada, Ontario. There's a little person from Canada, Ontario. Um, I was in Ottawa, and I lived in a little village called Metcalfe that was right outside of Ottawa for almost 3 years, and then 1 year, 2 years there, and almost 1 year in town. I worked at the Costco there. I was a tire shop manager. It was awesome.
Storm Lee says, we would welcome you both. It's a beautiful country.
My gosh, I would. So you have no idea. That's one of my bucket list things is going there, because I just heard it's so gorgeous. And oh no, that's New Zealand. I was thinking something else. Australia. I was thinking because my ex father-in-law had took he invented or how to clone redwoods so they grow tall and straight fast, and he grew an entire California redwood forest in New Zealand. But I was thinking it was Australia for a minute, but that's why I knew that different. So Jim Rydelius was his name. Look him up. He's in the thing. He ain't gonna care. He's a public figure. His name's everywhere out there. When you look up, like he's the whatever you call that, tree people's god. But he was a cool guy. He was a cool guy.
Grove you're talking about?
No. He just grew a redwood forest in New Zealand that they'll start. They won't even start harvesting it for like 20 years. But it's something that he did. He did in 2 countries. I can't remember what the other one was. The other country he did it in. I was at his house when Russia called, asking about if they could do that for them, and they didn't want to pay his price. Just saying, it's not my dad. It was my ex-wife's dad.
It's 2:30 for me, guys. I'm going to bed.
Is it 2:30? Okay, everybody, I gotta go.
Thank you for being on with us and signing on.
I'm sorry I came on late. This is my bad. I really enjoy when I'm talking to people that are good people, like I found here towards the end, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be back on somewhere around, I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. You can kiss my head. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. I'll be there in a minute. But thank you for everybody. I mean, I met some great people tonight, some great people. And I missed some of the regulars, Alma and Debbie and Matthew, and then my good pen pal that I've been talking to. Next time, I'm sure. So I'll try to come on earlier. I always post a short saying I'm going to come on. But thank you very much, everybody. You keep me going. I do not do this for the wrong kind of attention. I do it to try to bridge a gap. That's all. Thank you very much. I love you all, and even the haters. Thanks for chiming in. Subscribe, like. See you in a couple days. Bye bye.